You're getting back into the slums, and by this point, you've kind of split off lone wolf style. It's
Going full rogue.
going full rogue. She
rogue.
dies.
Oh, she's gonna die soon. That's what that means.
Kezia,
Oh yeah, she's not.
roll stealth for me.
Yep. I was actually gonna ask if I could, so I like this.
13.
Please roll above a 10.
You reroll. You reroll, remember?
I can't roll ones, but how?
Holy shit.
How?
Fucking
How?
fuck.
How have I not rolled above a 10 yet?
You're having a me day. I
Oh
think I stole your luck.
Yeah, I think it's not that rogues need a boost.
I like to think that it's actually Kezia is actually just really, really nervous about literally everything, and so she's second guessing everything that she's doing, and it's making it just go bad.
Yeah, no, I like this narrative. But as you kind of re-enter the slums...
It is still the 80th percentile, 90th percentile of possibility.
Oh yeah, shit. Kezia, what are you specifically trying to do? You are definitely back into the more familiar slums area, and as you get closer to here, you notice, like, first of all, some just very quick things to point out. The center part that you guys were kind of staying more towards, it's like a market. It's not super nice, but it's pretty well put together. There's a lot of commerce, there's trade. This stuff has like the money flowing in to be maintained. As Kezia gets more into just the western side of the city, kind of deeper back into it. Sorry, the eastern side of the city, deeper back into it. You see just the buildings start to just look a little worse. Things are just a little less well kept. And then you kind of get into the slums of it, and you just see, like, older abandoned buildings. You see more weave-scarred patrols around here than you do normal guard patrols. Not everywhere, but it's more common in this general area. This is definitely where their sphere of influence is more so the case. And as you go through, you find some familiar spots, just old buildings you used to kind of case out in and set up in just to give yourself a night's rest. Key areas where you can kind of get a vantage on potential pickpocketing spots. And the old abandoned university that's like half decayed, pretty much every window, and it's been broken either from just fires that have started and then were put out barely. People just throwing rocks at it because they're bored. It just looks rough. But you are definitely back into your old stomping grounds.
Okay. And you said earlier that that's in general where...
They stick to their sphere of influence a lot more so in the slums area.
Yeah. For the Weaves Guard. Oh my god, Sadie, what was that? Sorry,
you see one of the dogs come up behind Kezia, try to get a bite out of her.
No, but you stated earlier that this was an area that's partially controlled by the menagerie.
Yes.
I am trying to remain hidden somewhat as I go around.
Okay.
How did Sonny never learn about sex? I'll never know. He didn't download it into his systems. As I go around, I just want to see if I... Mary. I just want to see if I can take note of any additional expansions of the menagerie into different areas of the slums or into the exodus, seeing if I can tell if they've moved bases, and if so, try to mark it down, see if I see any potentially familiar faces or anything in the general area.
Roll investigation.
Yeah. Please roll at least a 5.
With a 15, they've definitely moved bases. The old base used to be this more well-to-do building, not quite a mansion, but like a nicer home that just eventually got abandoned just during all the shit that went down during a bunch of shit that went down.
Yeah.
It's certainly been abandoned. You see a handful, and just like you see markings like "Do not do not come here, not safe." We've scarred around, not like inside. It's not like they've turned into an outpost, but like they keep eyes on. But even as you go around more, you see the menagerie has receded, if anything.
Okay.
You see like less markings than you'd expect. More markings of Don Talon and Skinny Walker. God, I love those names.
I hate those names.
Incredible names.
Okay. Would I be able to tell in general where I could locate either their base, it's in their new base itself, or like the general vicinity for it?
You're definitely in the. I mean, that one's kind of tricky because the general vicinity is the slums area. It would probably take a bit of. It would probably take a bit of time to locate it, though.
Okay.
Will you try to do that?
I am actually thinking about. Yeah, actually, I do want to see if I can locate it, but I just want to be really. I don't want anyone, even if it's from the menagerie, to notice me.
Okay.
So I'm probably going to stick to like the back alleys if need be. Like jump onto some roofs to get around a little bit.
Okay. For this one, I'd like you to roll acrobatics.
Yes, sir. Oh my god. 11.
Okay, Brenna, you're not gonna do well, so you're gonna have disadvantage, and the DC will be high for investigation. But you can try to still find it without being detected.
Okay. I know, Cars. I know. I can't roll. How dare you do this to me?
You can certainly try, but it will be very tough. Kind of that acrobatics and your earlier stealth are just compositing to like, you don't know if you'll be able to be stealthy. It's a little rusty. Things are just different enough that you're second guessing yourself, that you're just making some very small mistakes that are adding up.
Yeah, it's like I grew just a little bit, and so like I'm reaching for areas and I'm falling harder onto them.
Exactly.
Okay. So when I keep messing up and like after I like literally probably fall into some boxes, I'm just like, okay, nope, I'm gonna leave. And she actually starts stepping up back towards Don Talon's area more so to get out of the slums and back into the main part of the city and go and investigate around the bastion.
As you get further out towards it, though, you actually see like not city guard and not weaves guard either, but just kind of a like group of like, I don't know, 10 or 12 guys, just all kind of speaking and just kind of like a crossroads near an alleyway. It's a little too far that you can't really hear it, but you do see even from here they are armed.
I'll just avoid them.
Okay.
I want to know what they're saying, but I'll just avoid them. I don't think my luck's up for it.
Okay. Do you just try to... How do you try to avoid them? Do you try to go over the roofs, sneak around the alleyways, or what?
I'll just bypass into the side alley and then walk around.
Roll stealth.
Like, I guess sneaking.
Okay, roll stealth.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
Okay.
Okay.
As you start going out and trying to just avoid this, just because you've been having a bit of a run of bad luck, you need a minute. You hear just shouting immediately begin to break out, and do you look back towards the crowd?
Yeah, I do want to look back towards the crowd.
You see a full-on brawl, like prison riot type deal. Like guys are pulling out shivs or just tackling each other, and they are just going brutally at each other. You, in fact, see this fight. It resolves fittingly. It's like looking at the D&D combat from the outside looking in. It's not even 30 seconds, and like 9 of the dudes are dead, and the final thing you see is a dude light a Molotov and just whip it at the crowd at the crowd that's just running back. So like 4 or 5 guys are, like 2 or 3 guys are alive, and they are just booking it, and a Molotov just hits one of them in the back.
Fucking hell. Fuck. Okay. I'll just
Walker gang for life! And they just start scurrying away.
Damn it, Don, I thought you were supposed to be neutral.
Oh,
Just because I'm worried that would have definitely attracted like guards and things, I'm just gonna try to book it onto the roof just to hide up there.
Okay.
Which is a bad idea.
Roll acrobatics.
Yeah. Oh, yes, finally!
Alrighty. As you parkour your way up there... Parkour. You are just jumping... It's like some shit out of Mirror's Edge. You are just running up the building, like, leaping between them, finding a box... Like, you are just going, and it is... Okay... Yeah, okay. Sounds of gang warfare and murder. Okay, you're back in your hometown. You're back in the zone. And you manage to get up top. Right around that time, you actually do see a handful of city guards like running in and just like form perimeter and just like look over the bodies and just try to like do like a very quick like check of it, like of the words are failing me, of like how they were killed, and just you can hear just like vague mumbling of like you basically can hear from there just like murmurings of just like the fighting is getting worse and worse. Roll perception.
Yeah. Perception?
Yes.
Okay. Really? Really, game. 11. That's my third natural one. I'm so glad I'm halfling you guys.
As you just kind of sit transfixed up there, you eventually just hear or just feel a tap on your shoulder.
My turn?
No one's there.
Yeah. Okay, where are you?
Taps you on the shoulder again.
Yes,
the other one.
I don't turn around. I'm gonna wait for whenever they try to tap again and grab. So I'll look kind of towards the other shoulders just to see if there's actually there.
And with that, instead you just hear just a metallic like clink behind you. So, what are you doing back in town?
I'm not.
Seems like you are.
Yep.
Also got a few people who told me you were coming this way. So, you know, I'm curious what the fuck up's doing back at home.
None of your business.
Do you turn around?
No.
Okay. See, that's where you're wrong.
Hey, where's how close am I to the edge of the roof?
Pretty close, I would say. See, how you left things last made it a lot of people's problems. So, no, you being back here is my problem. It's Acheron's problem. It's everyone in this city's problem because you just seem so very chaotic, destructive. I don't know what the word is other than fuck up.
I'm gonna turn.
You see the Azure Shadow, which you know. You see a woman, about 5'8", human, red hair, kind of in a pixie cut. Not quite the way Rose's is, more like Ruby Rose from Orange is the New Black. Kind of that pulled up way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think it actually would be, seeing as A, apparently I fucked up so hard that the Archron doesn't actually answer, and B, fuck you, and C, I'm not the one who still has a wanted poster up around here.
No, you're right, because we had to spend about 3 months taking them down, bribing people, and in spite of that, we couldn't get rid of that goddamn raccoons. They really want that thing dead. It's still around. I really liked him. Her. It.
Fuck off. I'm going to just turn to start heading out.
Bye-bye, Kezia. I'm sure I'll see you again later tonight. I'm really looking forward to the show. And then she hops off the building. Gone.
No. Fuck you. God damn it, Kay. I'm gonna dip.
All right.
And I am going to attempt to stealthily get around and take a wide path back to the time travel place that I can't remember the name of.
Steins Gate.
Yes.
Roll stealth. And this one's to impress. What the goddamn shit?
Holy shit!
God,
feel
if
like
anyone's
this-
gonna do this.
Guys, I don't want to play D&D today.
I feel like
23.
you should take- No,
23.
No, we have average votes. 14, and you know.
It's bonkers, is what it is. In
I
any,
love this idea of I have this image in my head of it's Kezia just fumbling around, but it's like a Charlie Chaplin episode where just no one has seemed to notice. And I like that it's just she's so tiny that everyone's like, wait, what was that? And they just like turn around, but she's still below their peripheral vision. And she's just fumbling around.
I definitely see it as like Three Stooges type, like black and white with like yakety sax in the back.
But all right.
Yeah, and then
Like
I'll
about to walk into a room just full of loose bells. And she's like, no.
No, it's the bells that she bought earlier and she forgot they were in her bag still.
I just
Jingling
keep
every step.
making jingling noises everywhere I walk.
I got spurs
Like,
that jingle,
She
jangle,
enters the room
jingle.
and there's bubble wrap all over the floor. And she's like, nope, not today. And then walks back. When she was getting ready this morning to go sneaking, she put on clogs and was like, wait, no. She didn't wear these. So she
With
then put on tap shoes, and then she was like, wait, no. These are also bad.
Okay.
with your 23 stealth, you're able to get back easily.
Okay. When we get back,
Carver.
you guys. why do I suck though?
Because the narrative demands that you be nervous and stressed out during this city.
I don't like
Seems to be the
this.
case for everyone in this city.
Yeah.
I'm doing okay.
I feel like I like the idea that all these natural ones are like being saved by your halfling intuition, like that you're like so close to making a terrible noisy mistake, and you're like, oh wait.
Wait.
Every time it's just you grabbing another bell and just like, no.
Don't
It is
take
narratively
off.
kind of nice.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is
it's-
narratively kind of nice. Still annoying.